Let me start with a simple question. Have you ever noticed? The moment you decide to do something meaningful with your life, suddenly everyone becomes a free consultant. People who never walked your path suddenly have strong opinions about your journey, and that's when the noise begins. You know, there's a small story I love. Let me begin by asking you something very honestly. How many times have you started something good in your life, something meaningful, something close to your heart, and then slowly lost focus? Not because you failed, but because people started talking. It's interesting, isn't it? When you are doing nothing, the world is silent. The moment you decide to grow, suddenly everyone has an opinion. Some will doubt you, some will mock you, some will discourage you, and some will smile on your face while secretly hoping you quit. This is not because there is something wrong with you. This is because growth makes noise in insecure minds. There is a simple truth we often forget. Not everyone who comments on your life understands your purpose. And not everyone who understands your purpose will support it. Many people judge your journey while sitting comfortably on a sofa they never built. Their words can be loud, but their experience is often quiet. Imagine this for a moment. A train is moving fast towards its destination. Dogs bark as it passes by. Does the train stop to explain itself? No, it keeps moving. Not because the barking doesn't exist, but because the destination matters more than the noise. In life, when we stop for every opinion, every criticism, every sarcastic remark, we miss our station. Focus is not about having strong concentration alone. Focus is about having strong clarity. When you know why you are doing what you are doing, distractions slowly lose their power. The problem is not that people say things. The problem is that we start believing that we must respond to everything. Sometimes silence is not weakness, it is wisdom. Remember, haters are often confused admirers. They see something in you that reminds them of what they wanted to be but never became. Instead of improving themselves, they try to pull you down to feel better. Don't take it personally. Their reaction says more about their inner struggle than your outer success. One more thing is very important. If you allow external voices to control your focus, you will always live a rented life, owned by others' opinions. But when you anchor yourself to your values, your discipline, and your intentions, you build an inner home where noise cannot enter easily. Growth needs patience, focus needs practice, and peace needs perspective. Not everyone deserves a seat in your mind. Choose carefully who you listen to. Take feedback from those who genuinely want your growth, and let go of comments that only want your attention. At the end of the day, your life is not a debate competition where you have to win arguments. Your life is a journey where you have to move forward. So keep walking, keep learning, keep becoming better than yesterday. Let people talk. You stay focused because the world remembers results, not reactions. There is a quiet struggle that many people go through but rarely talk about. It is not the struggle of ability, talent, or opportunity. It is the struggle of staying focused when the world around you keeps pulling you in different directions. Especially when people start judging, criticizing, or doubting you. What hurts the most is not always the words themselves, but the way those words slowly enter our mind and disturb our inner balance. You see, when you start walking on a meaningful path, resistance is natural. Trees that bear fruit are the ones that are shaken the most. No one throws stones at an empty tree. In the same way, when your efforts start showing potential, people begin to notice. Some appreciate it silently, and some express their insecurity loudly. Both reactions exist, but only one deserves your attention. Focus is like holding a lit candle in a windy place. If you keep looking at the wind, the flame will flicker. But if you protect the flame, it continues to shine. Many of us spend too much time explaining ourselves to people who are not interested in understanding us. We try to justify our choices to those who are not living our life. Slowly, without realizing it, we hand over our peace to people who never asked for the responsibility. One important lesson to remember is this: not every comment requires a reply, and not every opinion deserves space in your heart. Silence, when chosen consciously, is not avoidance, it is maturity. When your actions are aligned with your values, you don't need approval from everyone. Consistency speaks much louder than arguments. Often, we think that staying focused means pushing harder, doing more, and trying to prove something. But true focus is actually gentle. It comes from knowing what to ignore. The mind becomes calm when the intention is clear. The moment you are connected to your purpose, distractions begin to lose their grip. Purpose gives you the strength to continue even when appreciation is missing. It is also important to be compassionate, even towards those who criticize you. Many people speak from a place of fear, comparison, or disappointment. Their words are not about you, they are about their unhealed emotions. Understanding this helps you detach without becoming bitter. You don't need to fight every battle to prove your worth. As you move forward, remind yourself that growth is a slow and silent process. Just like roots grow underground before a tree becomes visible, your efforts are building something deeper within you. Trust that process. Trust your journey. Stay committed to your values, your discipline, and your inner voice. Let the noise exist, but don't let it decide your direction. Keep your focus steady, your heart kind, and your steps consistent. In time, the same people who doubted you will wonder how you stayed so calm. And by then, you won't need to answer. Your life will speak for itself. There is something very interesting about the human mind. It listens more carefully to criticism than to encouragement. 10 people may appreciate you, but one negative comment can stay with you all day. And slowly, without realizing it, that one voice starts becoming louder than your own inner voice. This is where focus begins to weaken, not because you are incapable, but because you are allowing unnecessary noise to enter sacred space. Life is a journey, not a performance. Yet many of us live as if the whole world is sitting in the audience, judging every step we take. The truth is, most people are too busy dealing with their own struggles to truly understand yours. Still, their words affect us because we expect validation from places where understanding does not exist. Think about this for a moment. A potter makes thousands of pots. Some crack, some break, some turn out imperfect. Does the potter stop working because one pot fails? No, he focuses on his craft, not on the cracked clay. In the same way, if you stop your progress every time someone criticizes you, you will never complete what you were meant to create. Focus is not about becoming emotionally numb. It is about becoming emotionally intelligent. It is about recognizing which voices deserve attention and which ones should pass like background noise. When someone criticizes you, pause and ask yourself, is this helping me grow or is this just noise? If it helps, accept it with humility. If it doesn't, let it go with grace. Many people lose focus because they want to be liked by everyone. But that is an impossible goal. Even the most sincere, kind, and successful people are misunderstood. Trying to please everyone is the fastest way to disconnect from yourself. When you stop living for approval, you start living with clarity. One powerful habit that protects focus is self-reflection. When you regularly check your intentions, your actions, and your direction, outside opinions lose their grip. You become anchored. And anchored people don't drift easily, no matter how strong the waves are. Remember, the loudest criticism often comes from those who are not brave enough to try. It is easier to comment from the sidelines than to step onto the field. So don't measure your worth by the comfort level of others. Measure it by your sincerity, your effort, and your growth. As you move forward, remind yourself gently, I am allowed to grow at my own pace. I am allowed to choose my path. I am allowed to ignore what distracts me from becoming better. Progress does not require permission. Stay focused, not because people are kind, but because your purpose is clear. Stay steady, not because the path is easy, but because your intention is strong. In the end, peace comes not from silence around you, but from strength within you. And when that strength is built, no amount of noise can shake you. One day, when they see what you've built, the same voices will fall silent. Stay focused, stay grounded, and most importantly, stay kind even when the world is noisy. Thank you.